Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's interview with one of our incredible speakers from the Women Thrive Summit. Today, we're talking about the missing link to success and how to trust your superpowers to realize your magic. And my guest expert today is Bea-Marie Aning. Hello, Bea-Marie. How are you?
Hello, hello. I'm very good. I'm really, really excited to be here with you live and to share about superpowers.
Yeah, I love this topic. When I first heard about the talk that you'll be delivering at the Women Thrive Summit, I was like, yes, what is the missing link to success? It seems like we're always looking for that one key, one secret. But sometimes, as I know, that secret key is lying inside of us. So you may not have to search as hard as you think. So, my expert today is one of our speakers from the Women Thrive Summit is Bea-Marie Aning, who's holistic success guide and inner superwoman catalyst. I'm so excited to have her here today. And if you're watching this live, leave a comment below. Let me know where in the world you're joining from. Or if you're watching this on replay, put hashtag replay because we want to see that you are here. And of course, to come back and engage. And if you feel inspired by this conversation, share it to your social media followers. Bea-Marie, please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Yes, thank you, Ramonda. Also, thank you for the nice intro. You already said I'm a holistic success guide. And what does that mean? That means that I'm a coach, I'm a counselor, I'm a consultant, I'm an energy healer, I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I'm an author. An international speaker. And all of this and all of those different modalities that I have been trained in for the last 12 years are coming together in my business, in my guidance, in my coaching. And I help you become the most amazing version of yourself, and that in a holistic way. We're not just looking in your business or in your personal life or in your health or in your, it's all interconnected. It's all coming together because it is all connected. We're all connected with everything. So that's why Ramonda already put it so perfectly. We're not looking for the link to success outside of ourselves. And I'm going to spoil this here already because maybe a lot of you already know this, but the missing link to success is you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to spoil the whole talk though, but just so you know that we're going to dive into this. Because if you're missing success in your business, you can have the algorithm figured out. You can have, everything automated. You can have the whole setup and everything. If it's not working, it has something to do with you. And not maybe personally with you as a person, but a lot of it is energy. And that's where the
Mhm.
magic happens. That is where the magic comes in. And this is what I also call superpowers. Because if you have not yet discovered your superpower, you will never step into your magic.
Mm.
And you can call it whatever, you could call it your talents, you can call it your sparkle, you can call it your je ne sais quoi. It's for me, it is superpowers. I'm a big believer in superheroes because I really truly believe that we are all superheroes, that this is the language that I'm using. Because you see all those Marvel movies, all those, the Justice League, the Avengers, all of those, that's not just imagination. There
Mm.
are real people out there who can read minds, who know when something happens before it happens, people who can ignite fire with their fingertips. And those are not just, general. This is not like, oh, that's for them. This is somebody who can do that. No, we all have the ability to do that. And
Beautiful.
sorry, yes, I just get really, really excited when I talk about superpowers because this is my mission on this planet, to ignite the superpower in you so that
Yeah.
you realize your magic and become the most successful version in this lifetime that you have here.
Beautiful. I love your passion, baby. I love your vision as well. And sometimes when we don't have our own belief, I feel like We need mentors and coaches and guides who see the magic in us. When was a time when perhaps you didn't see your own magic, and what helped you discover your superpower?
Hmm. Thank you for that question. Because it is a journey. There is
Mm,
not this thing when you're like, superpower on, I'm unstoppable, invincible, and I'm never going to come down again. No, we are humans. And with this human thing, with this human life, comes a roller coaster. With this human life comes our emotion, it is our habits, it is our programming, it is everything is involved with our experience here. And so we're not just going up like this all the time. We're going up and down and up and down and up and down. And I can just tell you from a recent experience that was actually last Friday, when last weekend I held my big event of the year, the Superwoman Symposium, and on Friday it didn't go as planned. It
mm,
just didn't go as planned. And I had planned for it, and we have worked so hard for it, and it just didn't go as planned. And
mm,
I felt shame, I felt humiliated, I felt all those feelings. And why I did not give up, or why I did not give into those feelings, was that I remembered why I'm doing this, why I'm here on this planet, why I am creating such like the things that I do,
yeah.
and why I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, why, all those whys, all those things that should stop me in the first place. But then realizing, okay, no, my superpower actually is bringing people together. My
Mm,
superpower is inspiring people to become the best version of themselves. I
mm,
I help them. I help people elevate, and I help them expand, like elevate their mind, so that
mm,
their mind starts to match up to their magic, to their
mm.
energy, because our energy is much bigger than this little human body that we have here.
Yeah. So when people don't see their own magic, when they blindsided by the inner talk, the inner self-critic or doubt that creeps in, I feel like every time we want to really elevate and step into that next version of ourselves, that's a little voice that says, well, are you really good enough? Is it really for you? Can you do this? And many times when I stepped into that next level of myself, that just kept up. But I know, just like reminding yourself of what you bring to the table. What are the ways that you suggest for someone who, when someone's stepping into that next level of themselves or undertaking something really big outside of their comfort zone, how to deal with that inner self critic?
Okay, so first of all, when you're leveling up, a lot of us, we think, oh, we hit a plateau, or there's nothing happening right now, or why is that, excuse my language, shit coming right now? Like I'm elevating, I'm growing, why is this shit coming? That is, a diamond is formed under pressure.
Mm,
So it's kind of like the universe wants to make sure that you're ready. So it
mm,
squeezes you a little bit, and maybe it squeezes you also a little bit harder, so that when you
yeah.
pop out of it, you are ready for what is there to come. That's why I love this process in Women Thrive, because you created this beautiful journey for all of us speakers, where we also go through this process of being squeezed, to be ready when we pop out after the Women Thrive Summit.
Yeah.
Here you make sure that we are ready, for what is there to come. And this is
Mm,
exactly what the universe also does with us when we elevate, when we up level. It tests us, it makes sure that we are ready. So when this process comes and you feel in the grinder, you feel like in this bottleneck where you're just being pushed through, to relax, to really breathe through it. Like, I love breathing. Breath work is the best exercise to deal with stress, with anxiety, with, like, to calm your nervous system. Because when you realize, ooh, I'm in this bottleneck, I'm in this grinder right now, and then you start breathing, you get a little bit smaller and flop out of that bottleneck a lot quicker and a lot easier. So that is the first
Mm.
thing, to breathe. And then the second thing is, if you cannot see your magic in this moment, if you cannot see why this is happening and you feel actually that you're being pulled down by it, I want you to create a glow list. A glow list is my one of my absolute favorite tools. It's called Gratitude Leads to Outstanding Wins.
Wow.
Because when you create, and the glow list is every tiny little win that you have had in your life. Like mine is like a couple of books by now, because I just keep adding and adding and adding. And sometimes for me, it just helps to turn around, look at those books and be like, oh my God, okay, I've already filled 3 books with those wins. So I want you to make a list with maybe just the last 3 weeks, or if that's not enough, then the last 2 months, then something, not just the big wins, not just I have published a book, or I'm a speaker, or I've just, got a promotion at work. No, all the little tiny wins, like I just had a really shitty day, but I got up and showed up for myself.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. Well, every win, I think, is worth celebrating, reminding yourself that you can do this. And a lot of the times we don't know how far we can go on this journey. And even without these obstacles, I think like we get comfortable. We stay in that comfort zone because it's safe, it's familiar, and it's like, okay, yeah, I got this. I know. I just keep doing what I'm doing. But this is where the growth does not happen. And I feel like if you want extraordinary results, and I know a lot of people start new year with like, okay, these are big goals, but why not every day challenge ourselves to get outside of our comfort zone and keep finding your magic? What are the ways for people to find a missing link if there is something is not happening for them, or they have plateaued in their success? It's like, but I want to go there, but I really don't know how to unlock that next level, unlock that door. What are the missing links that people perhaps looking for, but they don't know what they're even looking for?
That is, most of the time, that's the biggest problem, that you never know what you're looking for, actually.
Yeah.
So Albert Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem with a mind that created it.
Mm.
So you're the one that has created that plateau, or you are the one that has created that glass ceiling. So you need to do something that you have never done before. You have to think in ways that you have never thought before. You
Mm.
have to, feel things that you have never
Mm.
felt before. At one point so I come from an acting background. I used to be an actress for 25 years. And at some point, I just didn't feel fulfilled anymore, but I didn't know what to do. I did all the inner work. I did this, I did something, I did everything. And then I met a really, really wise woman who said, you need to do something that you've never done before. I need to experience something that you've never experienced before. I thought, okay.
Mm.
So for 2 days, I was sitting there and racking my brain what I've never done before. And there were a couple of things where like, yeah, but I would not, I would never do that. There were just some things that I would never do. And then I thought, I could go skydiving. I've never done skydiving before. I'm freaking afraid of heights, but I've never done this before. So how about I go skydiving? I'm going to shock my brain so much that it needs to change. It needs to rewire to get me out of the mess that I have put myself in. So I booked an appointment 3 weeks later and went to the skydiving thing. It was a tandem jump. I didn't jump by myself. I was hooked to somebody. But I got there and I was shaking like I'd never shook before. And that guy, he was so nice. And he was just like, we're going to do this. It's going to be easy. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And so we were going up in this plane up, I think it was 4,000 meters. And he was just showing me on his like little watch thing how high we're going. And he's like, every 1,000 meters, he was like, I was like, and I could feel my everything in my body was just resisting. You know, my brain was like, "You're gonna die. This is not good. No, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna say we changed our mind. We're not gonna jump. You know, it doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter." And I was just like, "No, okay, I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe. I'm just gonna breathe. Yeah, I'm gonna breathe. That's something that I can do in this moment." And so the door opened and there were two people in front of me jumping. And I was like, okay, they go. And they're already on my turn. Okay. So, and he was like, he just yelled in my ear, I'm going to push you out now. I'm like, okay. And he pushed me out, but he was still sitting in the freaking airplane. So I was just dangling there. My legs were dangling and everything because, you know, I was hooked to him and he needed to sit. And so my brain was freaking out even more. And and then he just counted 1, 2, and before he said 2, we already jumped. So I have a video of my face, and you could really see my brain going like for at least a minute. I was just screaming. I was screaming my lungs out, and I was in this state of complete, I don't know, panic, excitement, but also, you know, I was furious at myself that I'm putting myself through this, like all the feelings. And I've like, it felt like forever, but it's actually just like 5 seconds or so. But after those 5 seconds, I felt pure bliss. I felt like everything slowed down. My body was relaxing. I could see the horizon. It was a beautiful day. And I was just flying. And all of a sudden, everything that I was going through made sense. Everything that I had experienced before made sense. And it was kind of like this jigsaw puzzle that goes like clack, 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 clack. And I knew my next steps. I knew that acting wasn't my path. I knew that, you know, like the coaching and the mentoring and everything that I was doing on the side, that was actually my path. And that was that was about 10 years ago. Wow. But still to this day, this experience is, I freed myself from the cage that I put myself in by doing something that I would have never done before and experiencing something that I would have never experienced before. So if you're stuck, if you have tried anything up to this point, think outside the box. Think about something, maybe also that scares the heck out of you, and just do it.
Wow. I like this whole story. I was just like, I'm almost going through the feelings and emotions, and what a brave move to have. And I could relate that story to so many things in life when we're faced with a challenge, when we literally throw ourselves out of the plane, not actual plane, but when we leap for something new and we say, okay, I'm going to do this. And then it's like no turning back. And then all of a sudden that thing is coming to you and you're like, I don't know. Can I hold this? Can I do this? And it's like, you just have to lean into it and remind yourself of that superpower you have. Because there's no backing out. And I feel like when we also surround ourselves with other inspirational people, when we listen and we observe what other people are doing, when we see examples of other people having that bravery, it almost shows us the example that, you know what, there's so much more that's possible for you. Somebody else is doing it, somebody else has done it. That's why I think when I started to surround myself with incredible women and observe what other women are doing, started these conversations, what, like, wow, it made me want to level up. It's not that I didn't know how to do it. I didn't always have the courage or the answers to it, but the fact that somebody else did it, like somebody else jumped out that plane, so that means I can do it too. Do you feel like you have had to also experience something similar, and how much kind of surrounding yourself with other incredible people helped you to elevate?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you started talking, I was just thinking about this container, this Women Thrive container. You know, I have incredible, inspiring women in my life before, but to have like 50 of them and
Mm,
communicate every week with them, or, you know, even daily, like
yeah.
sometimes also daily, like being on other people's podcasts, you know, being
Yeah.
shown on other people's platforms. It's just, when I entered, I thought I was the smallest one in the room. You know, I looked at all of those incredible women and I was like, wow, they are so huge. They're giants. And I told one of my friends, like it was back in September or October, I don't know when I joined, but I told my friend, I was like, I don't know if I belong there. They're all so big. And she was like, Bea, if you're there, then you're ready to walk with giants because you're a giant yourself. I was like,
Mm,
I don't see that yet. I take that, but I don't see that yet.
yeah.
So, and each week, each collaboration, I I feel more empowered. I feel more confident. I feel, it's incredible being in your
Mm,
presence, being
mm,
on this live with you is like, it's just amazing. It is an amazing experience. It's an amazing container. And I cannot wait for the summit to come out. Because
ah,
like I
me
know
too.
what I've prepared in my talk is going to be amazing and it's going to blow some people's heads off. But I
Yeah.
also know the other speakers who have prepared so much incredible stuff. Like when they talk, I'm like, yes, yes, continue, please. Yes, I want to learn. And so, yes, 50 or more women in this, week is, I blocked it already. I blocked it. I'm just going to be
Oh,
there.
yeah, and that's exactly what I want our listeners to do now. Reserve that week, March 22nd to the March 18th to the 22nd. This is going to be a transformative week for everyone. We do our Women Thrive Summit annually, and this year we have more than 50 incredible speakers like Bea-Marie who will be sharing their gifts, their magic, their experience and transformation, and sowing the seeds into you, all the things that they have learned over decades in their life experiences and their business and their own journeys, all the mentoring that they have had. This is something that they're passing on to you. And this event is free to attend for anyone globally, which is amazing. How often do you get invitation to be part of incredible group of women, 50 incredible leaders from all around the world? So I encourage you to head over to womenthrivesummit.com and, of course, save yourself a free spot if you want to upgrade and have a front row seat. You can do that too, and you get access to connect with our speakers more privately as well. Bea-Marie, your talk is about the missing link to success, trusting your superpowers to realize your magic. Why should people attend it?
Yes. Why should you attend? Because deep down inside, you know that there's more. Deep down inside, you know that you're meant for more. And even if you right now are already on your path of elevating and leveling up, there might be still some doubt if this is really for you, if you can really take this on. And I know that with my talk, I'm going to help you gain the confidence to get there, to go there, and to really claim the spotlight that you are meant to step into, and to also claim your superpowers.
I love that. Oh, Bea-Marie, this is going to be one of the juicy conversations on the summit. Well, it's probably not going to be a conversation, but it's going to be a live presentation by you. And I know, knowing you, it's going to be an experience not to be missed. So, for anyone watching, head over to womenthrivesummit.com, register your spot for the whole summit, and also make sure you save your spot for Bea-Marie's talk specifically, because I think you're going to really enjoy not only her talk, but the transformation that comes with it. I think when we allow other people to sow seeds of success, empowerment, vision, growth, dreams, help us dream bigger. There's just no doubt about the transformation effect that is going to happen. I've seen hundreds and thousands of women come through our platform as attendees, as speakers, participants, and they have all did not come out the same as they came in the most positive way. So I hope you get to join us. Bea-Marie, how can people connect with you if they feel inspired? I'm like, yeah, I want to connect and find out more. Can they do that? How can they do that?
Yes, of course you can. You can find me on Instagram at moving_river. You can find me here on Facebook at Bea-Marie.Aning. And you can also find me on my website, www.superwoman.coach. And on my website, I also have a wonderful freebie for you. And that is it's an ebook. It's called Being Superwoman, a superpowered guide to your best self. And you can download it. It's for free. And I would love to give that to you so you can be the superwoman in 2024 that you are meant to be.
Oof, I love it. So, superwoman.coach, head over there. And if you watch this live, share it with somebody else, because you never know who may need this inspiration, this message today. Maybe they're thinking about leveling up. Maybe they're looking for that secret key to success. And connect with Bea-Marie. Let her know that you just watched this, that you felt inspired, and just drop her a note to say hi. We look forward to seeing you all at the Women Thrive Summit in March. And Bea-Marie, it's a pleasure and honor and so much fun to have you on this journey. And I can't wait to see you grow and take even more leaps in your life than ever before.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for this beautiful, beautiful talk, Ramonda. It was such a pleasure to be with you.
I appreciate it. To all of you watching, thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment below. Let me know that you watched this. Share it with your social media followers. And of course, we'll see you at the Women Thrive Summit. Throughout the weeks leading up to 18th of March, we're going to be doing a lot more interviews with our incredible speakers. So tune in. There is a schedule posted at Women Thrive Media Facebook and our LinkedIn profiles. So keep an eye out. Connect with these incredible women. These are relationships that you can build with women that we have so carefully selected for this global stage. And I'm promising you, they are all open to connections, networking, opportunities, mentorship, just having that exchange and supporting each other. This is an incredible, incredible community of women that you just want to tap into and be part of. We look forward to seeing you again on another live. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care for now. Bye.